What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Brandon Coin YouTube channel. And if you're clicking on this, you're probably looking at or have a RTX 3050. This is not an RTX 3050, but just an example of a graphics card. This is actually a 2060. So the RTX 3050 has actually been a really good option for a lot of like workstation or mass-produced computers where they may not have a big power supply. So you need a card that some RTX 3050s don't even need an external power plug. They'll just run on rail power, or maybe they only have a 6-pin or one single 8-pin in the top. So these cards are good for that fact. But does that mean they're good for mining? Let's take a look at it. I have an RTX 3050. This is the 6 GB Zotac variant, and I currently have it on Warthog, but I want to compare Warthog profitability for RTX 3050 today versus mining it on other algorithms. And by the way, just for reference, it is February 11th, 2025. All these values, everything can change at a moment's notice, so just take that into account. So going over here first and switching over to my Hive OS, I have it running on Hive OS, which is a dedicated mining software. So it's not running Windows, it's running Hive OS, which is a Linux operating system. Regardless, though, my RTX 3050 right here, I am getting 179, right at basically 190 megahash. And if we type that in the calculator for Warthog, 0.180, that comes out to 23 cents a day. Now, Warthog does take your CPU into consideration, which this one has an i7 6700K. If it had a better CPU, it could potentially do more hash rate, but I figured this pairs up pretty well because this was in the motherboard HP. This is an HP small form factor, pre-built, and this card slotted in there, and it needed no additional power. It runs right off the factory power supply and doesn't need a PCIe plug. So literally, all I did is slap a card in here, put it to mining, and now that system is generating 23 cents a day, $1.63 a week, or $6.97 a month. Now, is that profitable? Probably not. It's about break even right now. The last time I did a power draw on that system, it was right at, I want to say it was like 150 to 160 watts times 24 divided by 1,000. So you're looking at 3.8 kilowatts times point. If you have 10 cents a kilowatt, so I'm burning 38 cents a day to make 23 cents a day. What I'm looking at here, more importantly, though, is I'm stacking Warthog because I feel like Warthog is undervalued at, which it says right now, the current price is 45 cents. It's actually, I guess that is that up because it was lower than that. But yeah, so half a Warthog a day, that means you'd mine one Warthog a day. The only saving grace is I am mining on the Jellyfish Coin community mining pool. And on that mining pool, for every one Warthog you get paid out, you get additional Jellyfish coins on top. Similar to merge mining, but not exactly the same as merge mining. So I am supplementing some extra income that way. Now, that doesn't apply to other Warthog pools, so we won't take that into consideration on this. Now, jumping over to NiceHash profitability calculator, RTX 3050. The top mining algorithm shows as Octopus. NiceHash does not have Warthog on their platform yet, but on Octopus, this bad boy is making what is this? 11 cents a day. So, and it has this card burning 14 cents a day. This card will burn less power on Octopus or any other traditional mining algorithm because it's not going to be utilizing the CPU at the same time. That's the big difference between Warthog and then some of these others. So you can see that actually on Octopus, we only lose 4 cents a day compared to what, 12 or 10 cents a day. But you're at the end of the day on NiceHash, you're just stacking up Bitcoin, even if you mine all these different algorithms. So you just want to pick the one that's making the most. Looks like the next one up is Kapow Ravencoin, but that it's only been mining 4% of the time. So it looks like, yeah, 95% of the time you're going to be on Octopus. That's the most profitable algorithm that's dedicated for, or not dedicated for, but that applies for the RTX 3050. Now, does this mean you need to run out and buy RTX 3050s to go mine with? I don't suggest it. The fact that the price keeps kind of staying high on these cards, you can actually buy a more powerful card for less money if you have the power supply to run it. An example, 5700 XTs are more powerful than a 3050 in pretty much every regard, and they're cheaper than an RTX 3050 right now on eBay. Which, you know what? Let's pull it up. Let's pull it up. eBay. Their RTX 3050s are almost going for $200, which is nuts, ladies and gentlemen, when you think about it. Because I think that's like really close to retail. If not, it is retail. So we're going to do buy it now, sort by lowest price plus shipping. And these are parts only, so those are broken, parts only, parts only. Australia, I don't count any that are in some weird obscure place. Pre-owned, 150 or best offer. This is a 0% seller. Watch out for those super low feedback, and then 0% of it is good. That's not great. Here you go, RTX 3050 low profile, $164. This is a 6 gig, and I believe this one does not take any external power. So that's what I'm talking about. $165. You can get you a RX. I believe you can actually get an RX 6600 for less than that as well. I know 5700 XTs have gone down significantly. Look at that, 149, 5700 XT. These are also in the like sub 150 range, if I do remember correctly. Yeah, look at that. Fans broken on that one. 129. So if you are looking for just raw performance, whether it be gaming or mining, there are better options. If you already own the RTX 3050, you could consider selling it and upgrading to a different card for less money, and then rolling that extra money into either another card or maybe another upgrade on your system. There are a lot of options. So when I saw that the RTX 3050s are kind of like being propped up and held up in the price point, and I know why, and I'll elaborate on that like I did earlier. I just thought that I would make this video and show you guys that RTX 3050, it's a good card to sell. It's a good card to sell and turn into a different card. But I do still think that the value on these is going to stay up there versus like a 3060 or a 5700 XT, something like that, which is going to lose value. Just like back in the day when you had your 1050s and your 950s and then your 750s, they run off slot power. So they're able to be placed in vastly more systems than a lot of these externally powered cards, because a lot of your pre-builts do not come with a big enough power supply to have a PCIe adapter cable or a PCIe power cable on them. So take that information as you will. I'd love for you guys to comment down below. Do you have any lower powered cards or slot powered cards? They always kind of intrigue me. I have a couple other ones, and I'll probably do a dedicated video on those as well, because it's almost like, what can this architecture do when you push it to its absolute max, or actually minimum, that it can run on these constrained power limits. Now obviously we could have a card that burns thousands of watts and absolutely just destroys everything, but it's almost cooler to see what can they do with that limited like 70 watt PCIe connection. I'm really looking forward. I'd love to see NVIDIA come out with like a 50-50 new architecture and all the new AI stuff, but still kind of shows what this new architecture will get us in performance jump. So anyways, with that being said, I'm going to jump off here. I hope you guys have a good night, have a good day, have a good everything, and I will see you on the flip side. What is up? Anyway, so now that all the normies are gone and just the Jelly Gang here, we are looking for some advertising sponsors over on the Jellyfish Coin community website, jellyfc.com. If you don't know what I'm talking about here, the Jellyfish Coin is our community coin, started around my YouTube channel, but now it's expanded to house quite a bit more people in it, and it seems to be doing really good. We have a lot of fun with it. We have a community mining pool. We also have a couple other things coming in the pipe, but there is an actual coin or a token on the backbone of it that runs on the Solana platform. But we have a website, jellyfc.com, and then we have a portal where everything happens inside that. And we are looking for advertising sponsors. So if you want to reach out to me, there's a email down below in the description, brandoncoincomputers@gmail.com, or you can do coinjellyfish@gmail.com. We could start out going month to month and then go from there. But anyway, guys, I'm going to jump off here. Y'all have a good one. Peace.